Here we are, the top 10 superheroes the Terminator could defeat. If you're anything like me, you're probably wondering, which Terminator? Well, we're talking about the good old T-800 Model 101. I'm Sasha Wood, and let's get started. Number 10. The Question. Either of them. As a sleuth-based hero, the Question's abilities revolve around investigation, not combat. The Question aims to disrupt evil by using information. As a result, both Questions have slightly above average combat skills, but not by that much, and they operate with standard weaponry, neither of which would necessarily be up to the task of stopping a relentless killer robot. Not that an upgrade in tech would save you, as seen in number 9. It's the Punisher. While the Punisher definitely packs a lot of firepower, it takes more than an arsenal to take down the Terminator. It takes strategy, high temperatures, and no small amount of luck. While the Punisher's weaponry may be able to take the skin casing off the Terminator, it is doubtful it would be enough to deal the final blow, especially if taken by surprise. Our number 8 is one that pains me. It's my superhero crush, Nightwing. While the former Boy Wonder was trained by Batman and has extensive combat skills, he is still just a man. A fine one at that. His attempts to set out and form his own mark mean he doesn't necessarily have access to all those wonderful bat gadgets. Barring a fortuitous fight in a smelting plant, it is doubtful that Nightwing's agility and other skills would be a match for the relentlessness of the Terminator. Nightwing already has a hard enough time defeating the first Terminator in his life. We have someone in a similar situation at number 7. We have the Daredevil. While Matt Murdock's heightened senses may be quite impressive, he is still subject to the same limitations as all those who preceded him on this list. While Nightwing at least has the option of calling in Batman for help, the Daredevil is all on his own. While he would put up a good fight, he could definitely do with the aid of a rocket launcher, or some metahuman abilities. Not that those abilities would guarantee your victory, as seen by our number 6. It's Black Canary, former leader of the Justice League, trainer of young heroes, and in possession of her canary cry. Dina Lance may appear to have this battle on lock. Unfortunately, while Terminators may be designed to look human, they definitely do not share the same weaknesses. Her sonic shriek may be able to deafen her human foes, but would have no effect on a machine. Also, the physical effects of the shriek could not be maintained forever. Eventually, she would need to take a breath. With her meta abilities out of play, she is subject to the same factors as all those mentioned before her. Still, Black Canary's meta ability is more useful than our number 5's. It's Squirrel Girl. Poor Squirrel Girl. Summoning squirrels is so rarely an advantage in any fight. Once the initial shock factor wears off, they're not really all that useful, although Dr. Doom would probably disagree. This sweet, fun-loving heroine will hopefully never find herself up against this nearly unstoppable killing machine. Number 4. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They may be heroes in a half shell and ninjas to boot, but being mutated does not equal victory. Living in the sewers usually provides these turtles with a built-in hiding place, giving them time to plan and regroup. However, the Terminator comes equipped with knowledge from the future. Hence, it should know where to find them. Pizza Night is sure to take a dark turn should the Terminator arrive. Number 3. Hindsight Lad. Unlike the satirical Captain Hindsight, Hindsight Lad is no joke, even if his powers are at their best nagging and at their worst useless. Hindsight Lad's powers have gotten him placed in an administrative position on the superhero leagues of which he is part. Essentially, he's a glorified secretary. It is doubtful that the ability to look back and analyze one's past mistakes would be very helpful when you've already been terminated. Number 2. Beak. Now for those not in the know, Beak is a mutant whose mutation is that he looks like a bird, specifically a chicken. And that's it. Other than that, he's just an average teenager who spent his adolescence hiding from ridicule. He's sadly one hero who is likely to be home when the Terminator comes calling.
Beak.
And in at number 1, Charles Xavier. He takes the number 1 spot because he's not usually one you'd expect to lose a fight, as his powers usually make him quite formidable. With telepathic abilities that reach around the globe, Charles is capable of manipulating minds to a terrifying extent. However, a robot has no mind to alter, leaving Professor X defenseless, unless the rest of the X-Men were there. There are plenty of them who could defeat the Terminator. For once, it's Jubilee's time to shine. So those were 10 heroes the Terminator could defeat. Do you agree, or do you think some of these heroes stood a fighting chance? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Sasha Wood, thanks so much for watching Top 10 Nerd. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and keep leaving suggestions for more nerdy lists down below. See you next time!